Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah Jane. I am a spiritual development coach, a public speaker, a soon-to-be author, and a channel for divine energy. One of the many tools that I use is tarot cards because I think it's a wonderful way to connect with yourself. So thanks for checking in for the general read for the weekend. Of course, my reads are timeless. Whenever you see this, you are meant to see this. But when I'm currently doing the reading is Thursday. And the reason I do general reads is on Thursday is because you're getting ready to go into the weekend. Everybody wants to know what's popping, what's going on, what kind of energies are we moving around. So today is a general read. Now, before I begin, I do want to let you know quickly the way that I channel is I communicate directly with my higher self. That is the only place that I get messages from. So by you being here, your higher self is in communication with my higher self in order to bring forth messages. In other words, everything I'm getting ready to tell you are things that you already know on a very deep level. I am simply here to provide you with encouragement, support, and clarification. All right, so as my higher self likes to say, let's chat. Let's look at this as I'm splitting the deck, balance and transformation. Oh, that was a reassuring shuffle. Let's try it again. All right, these really big cards, when they're really big like this, they're tough to shuffle. Okay, let me quiet down. I invite you to take a deep breath and breathe in all the stress. You're gonna let it go. You always gotta do it more than once, right? All right, this way you're here and you can hear the messages. All right, I'm gonna thank your higher self ahead of time for being here with us, for communicating, and for bringing through crystal clear, encouraging messages, as well as a thank you to my higher self for joining the conversation. All right. Move forward. Oh my gosh. Just right away, I love that. Just the energy was like, oh my gosh, it's the numbers of a 23, which is a 5. It's 505 when I'm doing this read. Okay? That's pretty beautiful. Change. Change is here. Change is here. All right. Shadow self in reverse. And Mother Earth, it did kind of come out like this. The way that it pops out does make a difference to me. This is kind of like northeast. East to me is very private, something that's happening inward. North is now, something that's occurring currently. Okay. It's interesting because I'm going, like, I want to do it different, you know? Like, normally I read from here to here, but there's this energy of change. It's very significant. It's making itself very known. Okay, so move forward. Interesting. There's a change that you're in, a dynamic that you're in. It might be a little challenging depending on how you perceive the change, okay? But remember, when you truly want something, things are gonna shift in order to give that to you. All right, I manifested a car a while back, and in order to manifest it, I had to go through a car accident. And during the time of the car accident, I had to keep myself at bay. I had to keep myself focused on my vision. I could not let what was happening outside of me deter me from my ultimate goal, which is what almost, it was like I was being tested. Okay, so I feel this energy of maybe you might be feeling a little bit tested right this second. Okay, hold your vision. Hold your vision. If you haven't seen the feminine and masculine read from earlier this week, take a look at that read. Okay, so as we move forward into the weekend, there may be things moving and shifting and changing. Hold your vision. Shadow self coming out in reverse. Whatever this change is going to be very, very good, okay? You have to implement that and make that a part of your belief. Whatever shift that you're going through is a very good shift. It is aligning you to who you truly are, which is why the shadow self is coming out in reverse. But the fact that shadow self is coming out at all, there is this energy there of nervousness, a little bit of fear, okay? But being in reverse means we're coming out of that, okay? So do not handle this the way you used to handle things traditionally. You're going to be doing this a little bit different. You're going to be connecting to a new way of doing this. It's going to be something that comes from in you. That's why when we move into this Mother Earth, first of all, it's a number 22, which is a 4, foundation, manifestation, relationship with self. Okay, and it's coming out something private and right now. And Mother Earth is the ultimate mother energy, okay? So this vision that you've been carrying with you. You're being tested. You're being aligned to it. And it's so funny, right? Because this is how manifestation works. Sometimes it's like we see it, we feel it, and then when it goes to come in, things start moving and we get nervous. We clinch up. We're like, what's happening? Okay? And so this is you eliminating any of these old fears and aligning to your position that you're truly supposed to be in. Okay, but it's an inner job first. It's an inner job first. This Mother Earth energy, this is your vision, your purpose. The world needs you in your purpose. Okay, but you can't do anything externally or outside of yourself or physically until that inner you is harnessed. And this is coming out to the east, which to me is very inner. Okay, so there might be a little bit of internal turmoil kind of going on. How do I handle this? How do I stay at bay? I can't see it. I can't control it. Remember, you're going to do this totally different from how you've done every other change in your life. Normally, a change occurs. We get stressed. We freak out. We're trying to hold it. We're trying to control it. This time, we are not doing that. This time, we are releasing. This time we are surrendering. This time we are holding our vision and we are harnessing our thoughts. Okay, and that's that shadow self in reverse. You have been through worse. You can do this. Draw on your previous experiences. As whatever shift this is that you're going through, you are aligning to your purpose. And trust me, with that Mother Earth card, we need you aligned to your purpose. All right, tell me a little bit more about this move forward. Give me some clarification. Counselor, also Northeast. You are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Okay, so listen, you have been through some things here. You've learned from them. You've expanded. You have this energy to assist other people. Right now, you got to do that with yourself. If somebody else was going through turmoil and they came to you, how would you speak to them? You would speak kindly to them, compassionate, tell them it's going to be all right. Things are going to shift. Things are going to move. You got to counsel yourself right now. That's why this came out in Northeast. Right now and privately within yourself, you got to counsel yourself right now. Step up to the plate. Call in that higher self. Call in that guidance system. I almost feel like the changes that you're going through is totally preparing you as well. You are being tested on a couple fronts right now, but it's preparing you for whatever this work is, because you got this Mother Earth coming out, and that there's a purpose that's stepping out to me. And so this counselor card is like confirming as well that there is high vibrational purpose for you being here. Okay, and I don't think that we're told that enough. So if you're looking for that confirmation, I'm confirming that. Your higher self is confirming that for you, okay? You have a purpose here. And you're not truly going to be happy until you're living in that purpose. Okay, so you got to counsel yourself, coach yourself. Tell yourself that it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. We're moving in a good direction. Even when things look crazy outside of you, let it all go crazy. Close your eyes, harness your vision, focus on what you're trying to create. All right? There is no plan B because we're making plan A happen. Healthy lifestyle, eat a healthy diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. This makes me feel like there's an old emotional bondage that's been going on. This feeling of I'm not good enough. And that's what we're eliminating now. We're eliminating that. Okay, so make sure, A, that you are eating healthy, especially right now. The bodies are changing from carbon-based to crystalline. So it's very important right this second that you support your body. Eat high vibrational foods. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Take a walk here and there, wherever you can get it in, right? So we definitely want to focus on that because you want to aid this new version of you. This shadow self being in reverse means there is a new version of you that has emerged. It's a very beautiful thing. So yes, you want to make sure you're having a healthy lifestyle, but even deeper than that, you want to make sure that you're letting go of all these insecurities, all these, well, if I looked like this, I'd be able to do that. Or if I did that, then I'd be able to do this. Or if I was taller, if I was smaller, if I had short hair, if I had long hair. Let go. Let go, baby. You are beautiful. Okay? You are beautiful. If you are here, you were drawn to this reading, then I'm telling you, this is meant for you. This is your higher self, putting arms around you, loving you, supporting you, letting you know. All this whole idea that you aren't good enough, that's an old way of thinking. It's an old belief that you have let go of. That's why it's in reverse. You're letting go of that. It's not true. You are beautiful, you are abundant, and you are supposed to be here right now hearing that, soaking that in, bringing in that confirmation and making it a part of your belief structure. You don't have to be anything other than you to be successful. You are successful just for simply being you. That's a beautiful thing, right? It's not a belief that we were raised with. It's not a belief that we were raised with. And so that's why it's important to make sure that you're filling your cup up, all right? Career transition. What did I say? This Mother Earth card was bringing purpose. It made me feel like purpose. Purpose was a very potent energy that's coming out of this card currently. Just real quick, turn the light on. Got dark quick. I also think that there's a purpose in that. You know, when I started the reading, it was slowly getting darker. And as I talk about purpose, all of a sudden it occurred to me, hey, maybe I should turn the light on. Okay, so there's gonna be a click. There's something that is like, you know, is yours, that feels good. Whatever that is, run with it. Okay, run with it. Career transition is kind of basically coming out still to the east and north. It's also coming out in reverse. Almost makes me feel like you've already transitioned in many ways. Makes me feel like it's not exactly where you want it to be yet. Like you're like, you know your purpose, you're embodying your purpose, you're doing all this work, you're stepping into it, but yet you're not quite where you're looking to be. So it's like that bittersweetness. But being in reverse makes me feel like there has been a transition that's already occurred. If it was upright, I would think we were in the middle of the transition. Being that it's in reverse makes me feel like it's already occurred, or it hasn't occurred yet and it's about to occur. Okay, take that wherever it fits for you. Something about your career though, your purpose, what you're trying to do, who you are, making sure that you're embodying that now in this lifetime right here. Mother Earth, yeah. Okay, I also feel a little bit of confusion. I feel a little bit confused. I feel like you might be a little confused as to exactly what this is you're supposed to be doing. All right, and if you do feel that way, then the reason that's being pointed out is to let you know that that's okay. You're still in alignment. Feeling confused just means that things are shifting. Things are shifting. All right. Just so that I can, now that I've read these, All right. Tell me about this counselor and moving forward. For this weekend. Now, real quick, you can never tell future energies. I hold the space for people that will tell you that they can. I personally have spent 6 years deconstructing my old belief structure and reconstructing a new one, and I do not believe that you can tell future energies. Here's why. At any given moment, you could make a different choice. And when you make a different choice, you alter the entire timeline. So I can give you future energies as far as if you were to stay in alignment with yourself, if you were to follow your intuition, work with your guidance system, work with your higher self, what does that outcome look like? But I cannot tell you your future energies because that is up to you and you are creating in the moment. All right? This is important for you to know. You are participating in the creation of your future. Move forward knowing that. You are the creator. You're the creator. You may have listed out a plethora of options for yourself, but ultimately you are the creator of how this unfolds. All right. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so Pentacles, very earthly here, this lifetime, what you're experiencing right now. 4 is all about manifestation. It's about home life, safety, security. In this depiction, he's kind of like holding on, kind of carrying things. I do feel like surrendering. There's a sense of surrender. Okay, so I almost feel like you don't feel quite safe right now. Like it's like there are a lot of things that are up in the air and it's creating this energy of instability. And that's why it's really important for you to continue moving forward by holding your vision, counseling yourself, and surrendering in the areas that you can't control right now. Okay, and also be very in the moment. Do not go into the future. Don't go into the past. Stay right here. Don't even go a week in advance. Other than seeing what it is, like see yourself in that house, see yourself driving that car, see yourself living that purpose, right? See yourself on that stage, see yourself writing that book. Whatever it is that you're trying to create, see yourself there and having accomplished it. But at the same time, don't bring the current situation that you're living in the future. So you want to see yourself embodying the experience you're trying to have, but you also want to surrender off what you're going through. You want to get rid of what you're going through. You want to separate from it. Like I'm feeling like a separation. This is who you were. This is who you're becoming. And move forward in who you're becoming. Counsel yourself and surrender this idea that you're not safe. We have been taught that our safety comes from our job, our money, our career, things outside of ourselves, and that's not true. And that's kind of how I'm feeling with this 4 of Pentacles, because he's holding on, and he doesn't look stressed or anything, but he's just got his arms are full. There's no room for movement there. And it's like, well, how can he pick any more pentacles up? You know, he could have a bucket if he would put these down, right? So there is this sense of, I know that you might feel a little bit insecure or unstable or nervous because this change that's occurring in your life, okay? Surrender it off. Trust yourself. Take a deep breath. I am safe. I am safe, because the truth is, it's just the program that we've been programmed. Our minds have been programmed to think safety comes from something external, and that's not accurate. And when everything external starts looking chaotic, we get nervous. We don't feel safe. The only reason you feel that way is because your mind has been programmed to think that safety comes from something outside of you. So through this these events that you're experiencing, you're actually shedding this old idea of protection. You're now realizing that protection comes from a choice that you make to feel protected. If you want to be protected, then claim it. I am protected. This is that counselor, right? And how are you really going to be able to aid other people if you can't aid yourself? So right now, this is very important that you counsel yourself. Make the choice to say, I am protected, and move forward in that, okay? Tell me about this healthy lifestyle. Okay, also do something fun this weekend, all right? Do something fun for yourself. Go do something fun. Set up a spa day. This came out in the last 2 readings too, for both masculine and feminine. Go do something fun. Go catch a movie. Go have a picnic. Go for a walk. Write a new song. Whatever it is that you do, get out in nature a little bit. This greenery makes me feel like do something for you. Nurture yourself. 7 of Wands. Okay, this is a beautiful energy. Wands is very spiritual. 7 to me is being in alignment with your blueprint. Sometimes we go through things down here and we're just like, why would I have gone through that? And it doesn't make any sense to us. But from a higher perspective, the higher self knows, well, I wanted to experience this because of this. I wanted to balance energy. I wanted to move things around. I wanted to have an experience. I want my soul to grow. And sometimes the only way to do that is to experience negativity in some type of form. Okay, so there's this energy about self-love that's coming out here that you have been actively clearing. And because of past things that you've been through, it's almost like you've had a guard up, okay? And that guard has to come down a little bit. And it's gonna be easier to let that guard down when you feel safe. It's really, really important right now for you to actively claim that you are safe, you are secure. It's okay that things are moving. Stay focused on your manifestation. Stay focused on your vision. Walk yourself through the process. I am safe. I am good. I am abundant. I am healthy. Okay, this is going to help you to let your guard down. The other thing is there are some things that you can't quite see yet, haven't manifested. As you get rid of this lower vibration, that shadow self that's in reverse, this fear of what's happening, as you let your guard down and surrender to the idea that the universe is trying to deliver you something, it's very, very beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. You have something very beautiful. I'm being drawn to the door, okay? There's a lot of depictions and energies that can come through this card. So remember, your higher self is connecting with you currently as well. So pick up whatever messages come through to you. All right, I can read for you, but ultimately, you're the one connected with your higher self. See this door, though, and see how behind the door, it's like beautiful outside, a clear, you can see the stars, a clear, beautiful, starry night, okay? I feel like this energy of, I'm tired of thinking that way. I'm tired of it. I don't want to do it anymore. I just want to surrender it. I want to let it go. I want to align to my highest timeline. And so you're actually right where you're supposed to be. And that's that Wands energy, very spiritual. 7, your life path, your life mission. Learning how to let the guard down and just go out the door. Trust in what's unfolding and just head out. Something's been unlocked here. We're going to dive into that a little bit more. Career transition, Mother Earth stepping into your purpose. The High Priestess. This is all about balance. It's about having everything that you need. It's about feeling good, creating things, having knowledge, having an awareness that you might not have had before. All right, so there's a lot of things going on inside of you right now that you're like, no, I'm not I know where I'm going, and that's that. All right, we just got to surrender off any fear that's left. Let me really quick dive into this Seven of Wands and this healthy lifestyle. There is something about the way you see yourself here. The Moon. Interesting. So the Moon is about things that you don't quite know. Pieces to the puzzle that are missing. I feel like there's something going on within you that you don't want anybody to know, or you don't want anybody to see, or there's just some type of something. Again, you'll be able to put together better than I will because, you know yourself. But there's something about yourself that you had been carrying around for a long time, and you're just like, I'm done. I'm done being insecure because of this. And what's interesting is this Moon energy coming out is very private because it's coming out facing the east. This is something very internal. Like, I don't think other people realize that this is something that you've had to deal with. This is something that you've had to move through. A feeling about yourself, a part of building the relationship with yourself. This isn't something that everybody else knows about. This is something that is hidden and probably nobody else would know about. It's very, very private. Okay, but you're trying to find balance openly. Like, you're trying to get to a spot physically. This is one of your goals. This is one of your really big goals. I think that you're carrying or was carrying previously some type of energy that made you guard yourself. Something happened along the road that made you feel like, I'm not good enough physically. The reason I'm saying physically is because that healthy lifestyle is coming up. This makes me feel physical. So there's something that was like, somebody said something or did something that made you feel like I'm not good enough because of how I look, or because of how I walk, or because of the things I wear, or because of the body image that I have of myself. But most people don't realize that this is something that you really actually struggle with. And one of your biggest goals is to rectify the situation and become the best version of yourself. Okay, but that's why that guard's up. Because you've had previous things happen, but it's been holding you back. And you know things now that you might not have known before. So it's gonna help you to move this energy. What I love about this is not only is there something that nobody else really knows about that you're dealing with and you're trying to rectify it openly, but it's also the energy of there are things that you don't know, like reasons why you would have wanted to experience the experience physically that you've been experiencing. The Moon is about missing pieces to the puzzle, right? If you were to move to a new location and you move in at night, in the morning when the sun comes up, you might be like, oh, I didn't even notice. There's a flower bed over there, or there's this over there, or look, that little road over there. There's a post office on the corner. Like, so there are so many things that are still missing. And your higher self does have some answers with that. So whatever this perceived issue is, you have to continue moving into it because there are things unfolding that you're not aware of on a higher scale. There's a reason for things. All right? But then you're moving into the Temperance to the west, which is open, outward, big, bold, balance. So whatever you're trying to accomplish, you accomplish it. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. If you stay in alignment with your highest good of all, I promise you, you accomplish it. Let your guard down a little bit, though. Let your guard down a little bit. Trust in what's behind the door. Trust that there's a reason you've had to go through some of this. Trust in that. All right? So let's just get two more to close it up. The Empress, look at this. She's pregnant, but she didn't have the baby yet, right? You're birthing something. Whatever this vision is, hold on to it with unwavering faith. Remember, there is no plan B because plan A is happening. Feel it. Get excited. You're already there. What is it you want to do? I see you on the stage. I hear your song. I'm reading your book. I'm laughing at your jokes. Whatever it is you're trying to create, I'm there with you. All right? You're creating it. every single day. Even if it's a day where you're like, I'm not feeling too good, I'm just gonna lay down all day long. Doesn't matter. You have done magnificent things today. Okay? You're birthing something. Every thought goes somewhere, so keep your thoughts in the right direction. And let's end off. I could have guessed we were gonna end up over here. That energy of change, doing things a little bit differently, is here. When the card falls on the ground, it means right now. So let's see. Knight of Swords, actions. You are moving right now. Everything in your life, I feel like, is moving. Moving, moving, moving. Knight is all about action steps. In the car, on the plane, on the boat, on the train, in motion. Swords is being very clear, very decisive. Okay? So right now, overall, what I want to let you know is that life is going to change. Things are moving forward. You are prepared for this. Counsel yourself. Be there for yourself. Invite your higher self in. Surrender it off. Be very in the moment. Take the steps that you need to take in the moment. Don't worry about next week. Don't worry about last week. Be right here. Be right now. I use this example all the time. Go down to Wawa or go to a Sunoco, get your favorite candy bar, and find the magic in that. And be here. Do whatever it is you got to do to bring you here. Right now. Get some flowers. Put them on your kitchen table. Take note on them every day. Do something light, fun, fluffy. This is that Knight of Swords, all right? Taking action steps to support yourself. To support this movement that's occurring in your life. Things are moving. They're moving. It's going to happen. Let your guard down, surrender, trust, and focus on what you're trying to manifest. Okay, whatever physical ailments you're going through, whatever nervousness or these energies that you have in your energy field, surrender them off, let your guard down. Trust that behind the door is something beautiful. Okay, something beautiful, something that feels good. You're bringing balance into your life. And the shadow self coming out in reverse is like, look, everything is exactly where it's supposed to be. This idea, this perceived issue is not an issue. It's something that you had to, okay, protection. There's protection there. I don't know. Something that you're going through has actually protected you. You have perceived it as a negative. It's not a negative. It's protected you. But you wouldn't know that. That's that moon card, okay? So play it with all your perspectives. Pick a perspective that feels good so that you can support yourself, so that you can find balance, so that you can move forward in creating your next step, which is your purpose. Which is your purpose, really embodying who you are, loving life, waking up every day and living a life that you really do enjoy. Now, you're going to have these ups and downs. They're always going to happen. It's the way that this realm works. All right? It's up and down and up and down. But when you know how to navigate the bad days don't go so far down. They're not so bad because you're navigating it. All right? So keep that in mind as you're moving forward. Hold your vision. Everything is changing because it's realigning you to who you really are. The birth of whatever you've been energizing. This is also a number 3, which is co-creating. Okay? So work with that guidance system. Work with that higher self. This world down here, this is a world full of free will. There are universal laws that govern the universe, one of them being the law of free will. All right? So you have to energize. You have to call in that higher self. You have to call in that guidance system and say, hey, I want to work with you. I want to experience miracles. I want to feel good. Make sure you're doing that every day, okay? This is going to help you birth whatever project you've been working on. So I hope that this helped. And if you guys are interested in getting a read, I will leave the information below. If you're interested in a spiritual development session, again, I will leave the information below. And I love you guys. I love you. I support you. Thank you so much for loving and supporting me. I'm excited to see you get through this transition and birth the project that you have been energizing. All right? Hold steady as you go through this transition. Work with your higher self. Let your guards down and stay focused on your next manifestation. All right? The world needs you. We need you. You don't hear it enough. All right? So I'm going to tell you right now, the world needs you. So keep going. You are loved and supported. And so it is. Hello, beautiful. It is so beautiful out. It is just so beautiful.